Hey everybody, Culture Asking, and today guys, I'm here to do another anime review, and this anime review is to Tokyo Ghoul Re Episode 3, guys. Tokyo Ghoul Re Episode 3. So, first up I need to mention this. Sorry this review is late, mainly because I can feel like this is a proper excuse for me. I was preparing myself for a video at /con I was going to yesterday, from the time of this recording, yesterday. I was planning on doing a video which is going to come after my mate Kieran Dumba, who is editing it for me, going to who's editing it for me. So, expect that to come. Expect my vlog to Comic-Con soon. So I'm just mentioning that there. That's part of the reason why I didn't get a chance, because I was trying to make sure I have the energy. Like, I do notice a review some goes get rid of does make me get a lot of energy out. So, getting my excitement out, and plus also during those times I was feeling a bit tired. So the times I was able to review, I was just able to do one review, because that's what I usually do. I usually do one, but I'm just mentioning that there. The reason why I didn't review it is because of tiredness again, but also that I was preparing myself for the next yesterday for what was Comic-Con. So expect that vlog coming out soon. So, but anyway, let's get into the review of Tokyo Ghoul Episode 3, or Tokyo Ghoul Re Episode 3. Yeah. So let's get into this elephant in the room. This is definitely one of the better episodes of Tokyo Ghoul ever. Like, episode 2 was good, but I think this episode was even better than episode 2. Now, the reason why I'm saying it's better, because overall, the flaws I saw, because episode 2, it definitely had more flaws than what episode 3 showed. But it was not too bad, those flaws. But this one, these flaws are like either just being nitpicky, or like I said, only 2 major flaws I feel like they should have kept, or should have added, or should have changed and stuff. So let's get into it. So, in this episode, it's one thing I've noticed they cut out was the bar scene, or the restaurant scene. They cut off the restaurant scene, the cafe scene, the restaurant. Why am I calling it a restaurant? Cafe. They cut off the cafe scene. Why did they cut the cafe scene? Because if you guys remember correct, at the end of last episode, we see Kaneki, aka Hasase, going with some of the members of his squad to Cafe Re, and he ends up meeting Toko again. And also Yoji. And usually we see in this, during that scene in the manga, we see them interacting with Kaneki, and how they try in a way to see how you can definitely tell you can tell they try to see if they can get some form of reaction from Kaneki, because they look like they are aware that Kaneki has lost his memories. He's now going by himself as Hasase, then Kaneki, so they are aware of that. So the actions here are seen, if they could, in that scene, they tried to, in a way, seeing how Kaneki would react around them. So this scene right there, but they didn't show it in the anime. I feel like that is fucking crucial in my personal opinion, because that's one major flaw, is that cafe scene was needed. That cafe scene was needed, but they didn't add it. I can see why they took it out for time, because they're trying to speed this up to only fit for 12 episodes, and I think, yes, and maybe in the overall big scheme of things, it might not be too big of a deal to get taken out, but it is crucial. So I feel like they should have kept it, especially again to follow through for how the last episode ended. They should have kept it, in my personal opinion, but unfortunately they didn't. Now, another flaw I've noticed that I think is somewhat major, in my personal opinion. Well, definitely the Ayato stuff, and also, I'm trying to remember other things here. Not just Ayato, but trying to find it again. Sorry about that. Wait, and also during the talk about the Nutcracker, it's during the meeting about the Nutcracker, how everything's going to go during this point. During this point, first up, we get more details about some ghouls that is going to help Ayato defending the Big Mama in the mission, during the mission where the investigators are going to pretty much attack the auction, to attack the auction to make sure no one gets sold into ghoul slavery. So that's what they're trying to do. This is what this mission is pretty much about, to pretty much attack the ghouls who are doing this auction and exterminate them, obviously. So, and obviously, Ayato being part of Origiri Tree, pretty much Origiri Tree got hired, and Ayato was the person that the Origiri Tree decided to send out, along with some select few other members. Ayato has, who Ayato leads, but we don't see them yet, which is probably only one, but that was it. And not one person. Oh God. I'm gonna mention this is one person he chose. Oh God, crazy, and there is understanding why this guy's crazy. But I will say this. Oh God. They didn't, like I said, they didn't go in much detail as I would have liked to. I'm gonna say that we didn't see any characters that we got introduced during that scene in the manga. But we didn't get a chance to see them in the anime, which I'm a bit disappointed about. So, character development, some characters' introductions got axed out, so I feel like they should have kept it. Another thing, and really, nothing much I could say really about the flaws in general. Like I said, the other flaws are just little nitpicks. Because overall, this episode was pretty good. Like I said, pretty good. Those are, like I said, the only two big major flaws. The cafe scene was axed, and they just cut some scenes out, or that they shortened them some scenes, or shortened some scenes drastically to time, which I feel like they shouldn't have done. But overall, just trying to remember. Just straight through here for the other parts here. Oh yeah, Detective Washishi. They did cut out a bit of his flashback story. Like in the manga, we see why he became an investigator, why he's known as a great investigator. We unfortunately in the manga, but in the anime, they didn't do that. They cut that part out as well. So again, that's another. I feel like they should have kept it. But again, those are all nitpicks, and again, those are not too big a deal. And overall, like I said, the only other flaws are just little nitpicks, especially with the post during when we actually get to the scene where in the manga we get introduced to Yike. I think I say her name. Psycho. Yeah, Psycho. Pretty much. This is the scene when we get into Psycho. This is the point we actually get introduced to Psycho, because in the anime, obviously, we got introduced to a bit more early on than it was in the manga. But we get to the scene where we actually do get introduced to her. And I will go to say the overall room, her room, looks the same to what is in the manga, which is actually a good thing, I will say. The only difference is that the posters are blanked out. Or they look more like pictures than posters. But those were meant to be posters, and plus that they're not even pictures anyway because they're blank. But again, another reason why I feel like they did that is maybe to avoid copyright, because or not to show anything. I don't know why. Because she's an otaku, for anybody who wants to know that. Or shut-in, to be more exact. Psycho, she's a shut-in. So if you want to know that. So that's the reason why you can slash otaku. So that's the reason why those posters were there. Because obviously, because she's a gaming anime otaku nerd, so it makes sense why those posters. That's the only nitpick I felt like in the anime. I feel like they showed why they took it out is that they didn't add posters. They added blank pictures. I feel like obviously because she was playing a game, in a way you can automatically tell she's a freaking otaku shut-in, which we all know from just knowing that how much she likes playing games. Now I'm gonna say this. Oh god, they made Sayako more funnier than she was in the manga. Like, obviously she was ditzy, funny and stuff in the manga, but in the anime they made her seem more funny. I've got to say, oh god, that was so funny. And also, another cafe scene they talk at, and I've got to say, that was just so funny, just seeing how she interacts with everybody else. It's just so funny. She seems more adorable and funnier in the anime she did in the manga. I'll mention that. She seems more adorable and funnier in the anime than she did in the manga. So Studio Clown, I ain't proud of you for that. Good character, and especially the voice actor. Holy cow, you did well, girl. You did well, girl. I don't know your name. Sorry about that. But the voice actor, I have got to praise you. You've done a fantastic voice acting there. Now, another thing I've got to mention is, I think is a bit of a disappointment, is definitely the encounter of who the Nutcracker was. Because, obviously, I don't think we saw a picture of the Nutcracker in the manga. We saw who the Nutcracker is through actually one of the cafe scenes in this part. But obviously, I take it as they cut it out. The only reason why they added the actual picture, is because they're showing that possibly the representation. More likely, I'm not going to show that scene, so they know now what the Nutcracker looks like now through the picture. So that was the one thing I like, and especially the mission they have to go on. Like Hasase is going on with Jinzo. They have to disguise themselves as girls. They have to disguise themselves as girls because one of the point about the Nutcracker is that the Nutcracker is adopting girls to make them go to the auction, and obviously they were aware of that. So obviously you have to come as girls in a party they were at. They have to dress as girls so they can get some attention from the Nutcracker. And I've got to say, Kaneki, aka Hasase, fucking hell, even in the manga you can tell it was Kaneki, but in the anime, fucking hell, if the voice actor and me not knowing the scene wasn't, or even know the character, or what was going on, happened, fucking hell, Kaneki looks like a fucking trap. He looked like a fucking female character. Like, I'm gonna praise that. Like, they made him look more feminine, and he acted more feminine as well. So I'll get Persian acts. Fuck. So that was quite fun. I'm just saying that caught me off guard. I've got to say that. And also, again, names. Goddamn. Oh, Toro, Drug Toro. Fuck. I'm just saying, for the comedy side of this episode, which is the majority of this episode, fucking good. They made the characters the scenes that are supposed to be funny, they made them funny, and yeah, And the voice acting was good as well for the dub side of things. So again, I watched it in English dub. Just mention that there. And I've got to say, the overall was funny. The overall name was just the overall side was funny. It's so freaking funny. Just the characters' personalities were funny in the end of this episode. I'm glad also, by the way, they kept the scene about Yuri, I think that's his name. He pretty much, they kept the scene when he goes to tell Hasase that he's going for a checkup to check his his sea blood cells to they get higher. I'm glad they kept that. In a way, just shows his character. Plus, I do like how the season is doing with Uryu's fate, like inner thoughts. I'm glad how much they're expressing that, how he feels highly about himself. I'm glad they've done that. I'm glad the series is doing that to give him more a bit more of a character development. I'm glad they've done that. Overall, like I said, those are the only nitpicks, but overall, the episode was good. The episode was definitely good, and they've done things actually better than they did in the manga, which I'm glad. Like, that's what the anime should have done. Like, to begin with, make some scenes better than the manga. Make an entire episode better than the manga's counterpart. Because it's meant to be, because it's more, because the anime is supposed to be more in-depth than the manga would have been. So, that's why I feel like, this is the quality I'm expecting Studio Clown / Parrot. This is what I'm expecting from any of my anime I'm watching. This is what I'm expecting. And you done good for this episode. I've got to admit, you done good. The music, holy cow, the music was spot on. Spot on. I'm glad. And the animation looked good as well. Didn't see any problems with the animation. And yeah, now let's go back to hair color again. Again, lucky this time, the hair color doesn't matter at all, mind you. I'm alright. They changed the hair color for this scene, but for Kaneki / Hasase's hair color when he turns into a girl, when he's dressed out as a girl, the wig. In the manga, it was white. The manga, it was white. And, I mean, black and white. Black and white. The only hair color you can get from a manga. But, it was white to represent that it is a lighter color. In the anime, it was brown. Which, we all know, if it's a brown-headed character in a manga, the color is usually black in manga. So, that's where you can obviously tell that if you know the manga, the hair color was changed there. So that's one thing, hair color change again. Now let's get into Shu. Let's get into Shu and other characters. Like, you remember, guys, the girl that gave Yuri and Susanoo information about the torso. We find out that I completely forgot about that. That she was a school friend of Shu. I'm shocked. I completely forgot about that. Like, there is actually an anime by you. There is a Tokyo Ghoul anime out on Netflix about Shu's school life. So, I feel like I should have watched that to actually get some more character development for Shu. Now, Shu, if you got it, now, we don't see actually Shu, like, what we see one of Shu's henchmen who's worried about him, passing on Shu's Kaneki's underwear, and you see Shu's hands. You see Shu's hands. Like, in the manga, I don't think we saw that. We don't see that point. We don't see a proper shadow of Shu. But his hand was scrawny. Well, even more scrawny than Mike. Like, he's not eating or something. So, we see, like, whoa, Shu's not been eating. I have no idea why Shu's not been eating. I think I know why, since the incident of since I'm otaku. But I will say this. I have not got to that point in the manga where we see Shu again, properly. Because again, if you guys still don't know, I don't read my manga on a freaking tablet. I prefer reading it on freaking physical hand. I don't like reading it from a screen. But if you want to know more about that, just watch my other reviews of certain anime and stuff. I'll go in more detail about that. But anyway, the Shu part, I think I know why, since the incident and his obsession with Kaneki and everything. So that's part of the reason why he got into a point where he can't eat, I take it. But yeah, overall, I'm glad they added that. Like, they gave more details to that scene than they did in manga. So I've got to mention that. So I'm glad that they done that. Overall, yeah, the episode was fucking good. Better compared to other Tokyo Ghoul episodes, definitely. And yeah, and also they actually done something better than the manga, which is actually a good thing. So yeah, and overall, that's all I've got to say. Anyway guys, that was my anime review to Tokyo Ghoul Re Episode 3. Hope you guys like it, on chat fans today. If you guys want to stuff them out, go and down below. My address and yeah, and also guys, if you want to help me on Patreon, my Patreon's down there as well. And also guys, if you want to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or on Animino, these are such you must do. On Facebook and Animino, just search Connor Travis, same name on my channel, just search me through there. And if you want to find me on Instagram, it's at Connor Travis 1998. And guys, hope you guys like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys! Wow!